Hi everyone, it's me Darlene, sitting at my sewing machine, and I am going to let you watch me sew. Isn't that exciting? I have a box of scraps from jeans. There was a time that I was buying jeans at thrift stores and cutting them into squares, putting those on eBay as auctions. And whenever I would do that, there was a lot of, leftover pieces that didn't quite make the cut. Like if I was cutting 3-inch squares and I couldn't get 3-inch squares, off the edge of a pair of jeans, then I would just keep the scraps. And, we call these crumbs. And then I thought, what if I made a crumb block using only jeans? They have different colors, they're different shades. There's darker washes, there's lighter washes, there's, some that have a more visible grain, and I just thought we'll put those together and that'll be cool. So let's get started. I'm just going to make a crumb block. I have no idea how big yet. We'll just see how it goes. So let me pick 2 starting pieces. I'm going to start with this. Nothing has to be a perfect match. They don't have to have the grain going in the same direction. They don't have to be straight. You do whatever you want with crumb quilting. That's the beauty of it. So I'm just going to put these 2 together and sew. You also don't have to worry about your seam allowances. Anything goes. Now, this is going to be an angle, and I'm going to maybe just make it a little bit more angled. Let's cut it like that. It'll be interesting. So now we need a piece going this way, and then we'll need another piece going that way. So let's go here. I'm going to add this here. So I'm just going to flip it, and I know I have enough. I'll go right there. If you want to know more than you ever thought you'd ever want to know about crumb blocks, I have a whole series, the crumb quilt series. I don't remember what it's even called. The link is in the description box of my more recent videos. And yes, I have a really lousy polish job, but at least my nails are polished. Those of you who know me, you know that's important. And I was 6 months without polishing my nails. Oh yeah, so I'm just assuming that you've watched my whole series. You just trim to whatever the angle is that you just sewed. And, even stuff like this. See, I can reuse this right here. So I think I will. Right sides together. If you can tell what the right side is. The jeans are hard. If you can't tell the right side of something, no one else can. So just pick a side and go with it. Okay, you can press each time if you want, especially with denim, but I'm not big into doing things like that. So you always just trim. Like, see, this is sticking out, this little thing, so I'm just going to follow this line and trim. Or if I wanted to, I could cut another angle there, and you just work around like that. Let's try something a little bit darker. Let's do this right here. And I'm only going to sew when I know I'm off that bottom piece. I go straight. There. Let's make a strip now. Instead of just sewing one long piece that would fit here, let's make a strip. And what I like to do is, especially since this is denim, there's going to be a seam here. There's no seam here, so that'll be okay. I would hate to have this seam be here, because I don't want to be sewing that much thickness. So I know if I put these 2 pieces together, there won't be any intersections, so I don't have to worry about it. So let's put this with this. Open that up. And now I'm going to attach it to this piece. Just little tricks we can do to keep it interesting. Now see that piece? You know how much I love that. That is very narrow now. And people would think that you had to sew onto a little tiny strip like that, but you didn't. You didn't do that. I'm going to make another crumb piece, okay? And then maybe find a way to join them together. I like to work when it's little. I don't like to, get too big. But all right, before I do that though, let me trim this and let me put something here, because now there's a lot of intersections here. So let me put just a strip just to make that, I don't know, a little bit better. Trying to find something that fits. Ooh, that'll fit good right there. And I'll just cut it straight for now. Oh, we have a little V shape there, so we're going to trim that at an angle. You just do whatever the fabric tells you to do. All right, let me make another little block and we'll see if we can put them together. I magically have 2 blocks now. And look, that would work. That would work. And there's always trimming involved after the fact. And don't be afraid to just put stuff together, and then, yeah, if you have to trim and lose something beautiful that you did in a corner, don't worry about it. I think maybe, since there's a lot of intersections, let me put just one piece there, and then I'll sew it to here, and that'll make the block that much bigger. I've got a piece right here. So let's just put this down and sew. This shows you that you don't always have to, just work on one piece. And if you just feel like making some little crumb blocks, just don't trim them yet because you don't need to. You just make some and throw them in a box and then use them when you need them. Was that even what I was going for? Okay, now I want to attach this, and I don't remember how. Maybe that. And I could leave this kind of wide, or I could make it narrow. I'm just going to leave it as is, kind of like it. And remember, even as you're sewing, you can create angles. Like I could have come in this way and go to here. Oh, I'm quite liking this. Yeah, you can certainly tell that there's a lot of different colors of blue, right? Let's see here. I'm going to just cut straight, I guess. I just really like angles. Now see, I have a funky angle going on here. So I'm actually going to follow this line, and I'm going to cut, and I'm going to cut right off. This gets cut off, but that's another piece for another crumb block. Let's put a piece of dark here. Oh yeah, so let's see. I'm going to go this way. I know it probably doesn't look right to you yet, but it's okay. I promise. I promise it's okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and off camera, just try to make another block. I want to keep the editing down a little bit. So let me just make another piece that we will put here. This is what I have so far. This is the one I had just made, but I added a piece of fabric there. And now I have this guy. And I think those will fit together nicely. I don't know, like that somehow. That's very, very crummy in a good way. But I don't know if I want to put another piece of fabric there between those guys. I don't know. I think I'm going to wing it and just put these two guys together and sew all the way down. And I accidentally turned the camera off. Wow. It always looks better when it's trimmed. I don't know. I wonder if I can get a 6-inch block out of that. I think I'll be done. Let me press this. Let me trim it. I'll see what I can get out of it, and then I will show you. I like it, but when I joined those two pieces together, I really should have put just a plain strip first because it, it made it super thick there. But again, I just practiced and played with it and just did it for the first time with you guys. And hopefully it gives you some ideas. I don't know if I'm in love with it. I don't think I am. I almost think I would have liked it better if it's like mostly all just lights or darks. I don't know. But again, it gives you ideas, right? I know a lot of you are going to hate this one, I can just tell. But that's okay, you can. And if you hate it, then you just know you never have to do it, right? I saved you that trouble. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye!